Music, maparespeto, pera at hate. Pagod buyat ilang ulit. Nagpahinga't binago ang game. Wala mo ng bagong tropa, just ingat lang, marami dyan snake. Palit ko sa fish yung tropa kung fake. Iwas lang sa tanega, mas safe. Enerhiya i-reserva. Kung negatibo dapat di na sinishare. Minsan na nga rin na tumira pero liwan aking letra mang kaya pag gusto nila bumenta. Pagkapasa pinaikot para ipo-ipo sa karinan ka makarating ka na ibang planeta. Repa, no need pa kasi ako dito madami. Ako pero pansariling gamit ko lang dono. Ako dito madami. Ako di pagpasa lang sa mga totoo. Ako dito madami. Ako pero pansariling gamit ko lang to. Ako dito madami. Ako di pagpasa lang sa mga totoo. Ako dito madami.
Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
Back to Leonard. Takes the three. Pass to Plumlee. Leonard on the wing. 5 to shoot. Harden from outside. Tatum pulls it in. Known as one of the most successful teams in NBA history, the Boston Celtics continue to add to their legacy, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., this is a roster that completely understands how special it is to play for this organization. They also are mindful of the weight of expectation that comes with it. Championships are their history. Championships are what is expected.
Now here's Leonard. Last game with 30. Up top, George. Outside, Harden. Launches it. Lays out. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2.
3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Plumlee with it. Now guarded by White. Harden from outside. He drops it from range.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
Brown, no good. Pass to Plumlee. Back to George. Plumlee a screen. George with it. Defended by Brown. On the wing, Harden. And he drives in. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, Grant, we're now in the middle of the season. Lots of miles traveled by everyone, including broadcasters. You got a favorite NBA city?
Hey, B.A., you were spot on, especially when it comes to us broadcasters. But a favorite NBA city? You know, I've always liked Atlanta. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
No, I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter, was right in his jersey.
Here's Porzingis. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Clippers. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Harden. Now here's George. The three is up. Hauled in by Brown.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
This guy's so dangerous on the drive, and if Brown has an opportunity to finish strong, there's going to be no doubt.
And Grant, Brown signing a huge supermax with the Celtics over the summer.
Oh my, BA, over $300 million for 5 years. The Celtics made as big a financial commitment you can make to Brown. That's a lot to live up to, but he has a lot of talent.
Now here's Porzingis. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Kick out to Brown. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
That ties it up.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. A big group substitution here for Boston. And here are the Clippers now. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Tucker. For 3, Westbrook sends it home from 3-point land.
Pre-shot preparation, right? The ability to catch and shoot is there for Russell Westbrook.
The 3 is up. Pritchard, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Tice sets a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Boston. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch. There were some bright moments, but ultimately their mistakes caught up with them.
To be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Clippers on top, leading by 1. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
The Clippers in the lead. This Clipper squad is quite the mix of players, Doris. Potentially the mix to make a run.
I mean, certainly you need seasoned veterans that can still get it done and young guys who can contribute. They've got both of those things and incredible depth. For the Clippers, to me, it's about one thing. How healthy are your stars?
Here's Westbrook, following the bucket by the Celtics. George for 3. The shot that time not on target.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Pritchard. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Back to Westbrook. Pass to George. It's Powell on the wing. Off target from outside.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And here's Brown for 3. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
And Tucker gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Celtics have terrific depth. They have a number of reserves who could start for other teams. All-star Jason Tatum said those guys sacrificing coming off the bench, I think that just speaks volumes to the commitment that we have to be our best and to playing to our standard every night. Brian?
That's what it takes, Allie, right? Thank you. Horford. Horford gets it done inside.
Nice work from the veteran big man. Al Horford getting things moving.
Wow. Get out the way, Grant. Get out the way.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Well, Doris, when he's off the court, Jaylen Brown is an outspoken advocate for education.
What I love about Jaylen B.A. is that he's about so much more than basketball. This young man has a passion for learning. It's a very admirable cause he has tried to be outspoken for. You love the superstar-level effort between the lines and outside the lines.
And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. 6-point game. Screen by Horford. Down low. Can't hit that one. Tice with the defensive effort. For three, George sinks the tray. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Daniel Tice is unselfish by nature, puts the pass on time and on target.
And Boston calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Here's Holiday. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And Grant, some players feel like certain officials have it out for them. Did you ever see any of that?
You know what, B.A.? The refs are human too. Yes, I did say that. But they're supposed to be impartial. So you go after them for a while, it's possible they will hold a grudge.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. Leonard for three. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Pass to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The baseline J. Here's Leonard. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's Hauser. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Leonard on the wing. The three ball. Again, the miss by Leonard.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Inside, White gets it to go.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Harden from outside, and he misses. Only 2 for 6. Outside White. Back to Porzingis with 4 on the clock. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
And they're building on their lead doing whatever they can to blow this game over.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. It's the Celtics. They're up by 8. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Clippers trail. You know, Grant, what's interesting about the Clippers, they play solid defense, even though they're not overly disruptive.
Well, B.A., think about this. So many veterans, they know how to position themselves. They know where the help is coming from, too. And, of course, they know when to pick their spots.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
4-3. Tatum pulls it in. And so it's Boston with it. 6-point lead. Crowd cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Back to George. Here's Plumlee. Outside Harden. 4 on the clock. George with it. Picked up by Tatum. Throw it down, Kawhi.
We know Paul George, a very capable playmaker, guys. He is brilliant as a passer.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, James Harden is not worried about his legacy. He said, quote, "I'm going to be remembered in basketball. I'm one of the people who changed the game. Honestly, the only thing I'm missing is a championship." But Brian, he is not stressing. He said, "The moment I stop having fun, I'll be done."
Yeah, marching to the beat of his own drum, Allie. Thank you. Oh, wow!
Boy, there's a smoothness to Paul George's game. He's moving fast, but he makes it look easy.
Outside Tatum. From downtown. Plumlee pulls down the board. And the Clippers have possession. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
How about the handles by Kristaps Porzingis? You know, another international prospect coming in with a developed skill set.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the Clippers with the ball. It's George on the wing. He's got 9. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
If I'm a young fan watching the NBA, Kawhi Leonard is a guy I'm keeping a close eye on, Graham. He does everything the right way.
B.A., so much to like about Kawhi's game and how he carries himself. He takes so much pride in what he does on both ends of the floor.
Well, the past few years, Jason Tatum has made a concerted effort to attack the rim.
B.A., he has gotten stronger. He has gotten more aggressive. Even with his offhand, Tatum is now special at finishing around the rim. You love this about him. He methodically attacks his weaknesses in order to become complete.
Now here's George. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Here's Brown. He's got 12. Outside Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
And they call an illegal screen here.
one of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. The Celtics with the lead. .124 left in the third quarter. For three. Pritchard, no good. Here's George. 12 points for him. Hauser grabs the board. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Clippers.
1:02 left in the third. Pass to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
And here's Tice. Leonard outside. Over Tatum. Money from the wing. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Here's Hauser. Taking a look at his production. Averaging just over 8 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. JT for three.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Tice. Back to Leonard. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by White. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
And so it's Boston up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. So it's Boston now. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. And he throws it down with one hand.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Powell, left side. Now Tatum. Launches a three. And again, Boston with the triple.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. For three, George. Horford pulls it in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds.